you're back. This is BuzzChomp, home of fitness and entertainment. We're talking Lovecraft Country, episode 7. All the craziness, we're thinking there could be a parallel universe. Episode 7 brought us back to a little bit more of a normal episode than the last 2 episodes. It's very heavy on the sci-fi, not on the horror. Focuses all on Hippolyta. Is there some sort of parallel universe to this one? And that solely has to go on Tick. But first, let's wind it back and talk about Hippolyta, this is like really her episode. 7 episodes in, we really learn about Hippolyta. We have seen her throughout, as opposed to like Jiha and even Ruby. You know, we've seen her more. She's been this force, like undertone of a force, you know, being George's wife and all of that. This one takes her on a journey to discover who she is and to bring her inner strength out so she can be strong and really so she can come to the forefront and be a part of this crazy adventure that Tick and Letty and Ruby are all a part. Is she time traveling? Or, like we said, are she creating and she going to alternate universes where she existed as these people? First, she wants to go dance in Paris and she becomes super strong and super confident and, you know, has an amazing time. Then she becomes a warrior, a badass warrior. And then she goes back and we see her and George, and she actually says everything that she's wanted to say to him, and she talks about how she's feeling and how she felt in their marriage and all of that, and she's able to bring all these sides of who she is to the forefront to bring her back to her real timeline, her real life, because Dee is there. While Hippolyta's on her journey, Ruby is watching Dee, her daughter. And at first, Letty and Tick are going to go on an adventure, and then Letty decides to stay to mend with Ruby. Well, unfortunately for Letty, I don't think Ruby's on her side at all. I think she's there even more now to like watch out, to learn about them. I really think that Christina's got her hooks in her and that she is going to be telling Christina everything. Letty's pregnant, kind of not really like a bombshell or a surprise or anything like that. She has the same dream as Tick, with them running through the house and Hannah running out, her being pregnant, but this time Letty is pregnant. We have this whole part with Tick and Hippolyta and him finding her with the machine and him knowing where she is. That was a little weird. That was a little like, oh, I don't know how we got there so quickly, but okay. He goes somewhere and we know where she goes. But when he comes back, he has a book. And this is the big reason why I'm thinking that there are these alternate universes. Then that's where Hippolyta went, that every time she journeyed, she was time traveling, yes, but she was traveling to alternate universes because Tick comes back with a book. And at first I was like, oh, the book. No, he comes with the book and it's titled Lovecraft Country, written by George Freeman. Well, that's his uncle, and we know that Uncle George is dead in this universe. But we know that Hippolyta went back to another time where he wasn't dead. Tick went to another alternate universe where George was alive and wrote about their journey and all of that. Montrose was thrown a little bit into this episode, and Tick and Letty come to kind of try to find more about the book, more about his family, and instead they interrupt Montrose in a fight with his boyfriend, and then Tick finds out that his father's a homosexual, and he's all upset about it because, you know, he was beaten so he wasn't soft and all that. So we have that whole underlying tone that this episode we find out who Hippolyta is and who she wants to be and who she's going to be. And then now Tick finds out who his dad is. Again, we find out who everyone is. So now it comes down to whether are they in the same universe? Are these the same things that are happening? Is she going to come back to the same one? Are they going to show us multiple things, multiple universes, and multiple ways that this could happen? Because I thought Hippolyta was going to come back right away, but then she's not back. Or is she going to pull a Tick, Letty, and Montrose and just be back in Chicago? So she's leaving, go back to where the machine is. It's all the possibilities here. It's It's endless. Now my mind's racing with all the endless possibilities of this parallel universe. I'm Mandi. Subscribe to BuzzChomp for more of Lovecraft Country and share with me. What do you think about my theory about this multiple universes? Yeah, kids? Yeah.